Hey, Friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
Hey, Larson.
What?
Let's answer some questions. What do you say?
All right.
Let's answer some questions. What do you say? Come on, I did a song for him. You should be a little peppier about it.
It's Monday, man. What do you expect?
A long week. First up, from Remorse Betrayal.
Yes.
What's been the weirdest wrestling news story of 2022? So not the biggest, but the weirdest.
I mean, it's got to be Ace Steel biting Kenny Omega in the arm, right?
That's pretty weird. That's pretty damn weird. That is weird. I remember hearing that and being like, that's fucking weird. I mean, man, yeah, that is weird. I'm trying to think if that's more weird than what CM Punk did during that media scrum, which was completely
that's kind of all one.
Brawl Out is definitely really weird, yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing I never would have anticipated happening in 2022.
Yeah. Man getting
any
bit.
Year for that matter.
There are some other ones. Derek Brightwell and Enforcer have a couple here. Derek says, Shane's doesn't work for me, brother, at the Royal Rumble and getting fired for it.
Yeah.
That was weird.
That was very weird.
That was really weird. Enforcer mentioning the face and heel turns week to week on Lacey Evans. That was weird. That was
weird, but also it's kind of part and parcel with Vince's creative approach, you know?
There's a lot of weird Vince stuff this year, obviously. I mean, even the NDA thing. I don't know. I guess that's happened quite a bit in the world of scumbag
business
corporate
and such,
stuff. Yeah, so that's not too weird. Yeah, those are really good ones. Yeah, Mayor Plant Houston. Yeah, I mean, an element of the Vince stuff where he kept on coming out and opening shows.
Yeah, that was weird.
That was weird. Yeah,
I mean, Vince actually leaving was shocking, but I wouldn't necessarily, I wouldn't consider it weird.
Yeah, right. No, I don't think that was weird. As you
mentioned, it's not that.
That seemed pretty on brand, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
that was pretty on brand for Vince. Yeah, but no, a dude biting a guy, that's a weird one.
Yeah.
Anything happen in AAA? Usually AAA does weird stuff. Can't recall anything in AAA. Yeah. All right. Next question.
Oh, weird is Bully Ray coming back and being in the Ace story.
That's weird. That's weird, but again, not terribly off-brand for Impact.
No, not for Impact, no.
Yeah, not terribly off-brand. Sammy Guevara's cape, very weird. Yeah. In terms of weirdest ring attire or entrance attire, that's got to be a top 3.
Yeah.
The nipple cape. Yeah, that is weird. I mean, weirdest, the microphones at Brawl Out interview, media scrum being modulated strangely.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Being pitched down a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Patrick will leave it. 2 local podcasters win their own promotion via match they're not even in.
Yeah, no.
Let's see here. Moving on. What is this? Neely Bobber. With the transition to Triple H being head of creative, would you like to see more heel versus heel and face versus face feuds? He says, I know it can't be done all the time, but I think switching things up like this would be quite refreshing compared to the same babyface versus heel dynamic. Yeah, I'd love to see that. I'd love to see sort of character clashes as opposed to I'm a bad guy, you're a bad guy. Let's throw hands.
Yeah, as long as the story's good, it doesn't matter what end of the spectrum, the heel face spectrum they're on, you know.
To a degree, Theory versus. I know Rollins is a good guy these days. Yeah, he's not like a super good guy.
No, he's tweener territory.
He is
at this juncture.
I feel like he could totally be either one. I mean, for example, it totally makes sense for him to be in a feud with Cody, and it totally makes sense for him to be in a feud with Austin Theory. And I think that's a great place to be. It's just people with motivations, and sometimes they're bad guys and bad guys. Austin Theory and Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley's kind of a bad guy, but then he could also fight bad guys.
Exactly.
Yeah.
F-Pop Entertainment asks, with Regal rumored to have regrets and more talk of bad management with the Brawl Out situation, what is the tipping point for Tony Khan to do something about it? If he didn't do anything serious about it after Brawl Out, he ain't going to do anything serious about it.
Yeah. Yeah, if there was no indication that shit was going to change, then yeah, after Brawl Out, then it hasn't changed to the degree that somebody like Regal would be satisfied.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then yeah, I don't think Tony Khan is motivated to make a serious enough change if he hasn't yet. Mayor Planet Houston says Bray Wyatt went on a rant about phones on SmackDown. He also complained about traffic.
Yeah.
What other things would you like to hear him rant and complain about?
Drive-through lines. I know it's sort of traffic-y, but drive-through lines, you know.
I got it, man. When you order something from a food delivery service, and it says delivered, you open the door and it's not there.
But you can smell it.
But you can smell it.
Yeah.
So you know it was there and somebody
literally
took
the
it.
Worst. Yeah. Oh,
That's
man.
it.
Why is it I got to check my bag every time I go to McDonald's? Because if I don't, I know they're going to get something wrong. But then when I check it, everything's fine.
You should just do an extended promo on inflation.
Oh, yeah. Man, why is the groceries so expensive these days?
Is it inflation or is it price gouging?
Oh, man, which is it, these corporations with record profits or is it the supply chain? What's up with the supply chain? Is it because of that one boat in the Suez Canal?
Yeah.
Is it still there? Is it still stuck, man?
Is it still stuck?
Is it still stuck, man?
Or is it sunk to the bottom of the Suez Canal?
Gas prices are starting to go down.
Yeah, they're actually, I mean, they're still expensive, but far more reasonable. It was up over $6 over here. Now they're back down to about
like
$4.
460, 450, something like that. Yeah.
You go drive around the right place, you can get it for just over $4.
Ooh. Let's see here. Tommy, how would you book / rebuild Bailey and Damage Control in order to make them a significant threat? That's wins.
Wins. It takes wins.
They need to actually win stuff.
Yeah. Jason Lewis says, now that Regal is leaving AEW, how would you rank Blackpool Combat Club among other stables? Kind of middle of the road.
What is traditionally top state in AEW? What has been top? Not named the elite. Not named the elite. Top stable. Like Dark Order's a bunch of jokes.
Inner Circle, they were pretty successful.
Oh, Inner Circle and Jericho Appreciation Society. Those are pretty successful. Yeah, that's good. Jericho's factions are pretty successful.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, I would say Blackpool Combat Club. There was a lot of promise there, then ended up being kind of mid.
Pinnacle was all right.
The way they kind of fell apart was underwhelming.
Yeah, they didn't win anything, did they? Did they ever carry titles?
Was FTR tag champs when they were in Pinnacle?
Maybe. That I don't know. Favorite customer says Blackpool Combat Club did have 2 world champions. One. Oh, yeah,
Mox.
Claudio and Mox.
Oh, Claudio. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well,
Just from a creative standpoint, the creative was kind of meh.
It didn't really, I think it didn't really like end up being what they had sort of wanted it to be in the first place. But then apparently it was just like sort of like, it wasn't even supposed to be a thing anyways. Like Danielson did that promo and then backstage they were like, hey, we should actually do this.
Yeah.
You got to appreciate like they're willing to tease shit that never happens. But then when they tease it and it sounds cool, they're like, hey, we should do that. So it sounds like a plan, but it really wasn't.
Dark Dank Lucha says Death Triangle is best faction.
That's a really good faction. And
They're
they've won.
Good faction.
They've won stuff. Let's see here. We should do a tier list on AEW factions. I got to see if there's like one of those somebody made of factions.
No,
that'd be good. It'd be like the Elite's S tier, and then like meh is everybody else.
Well, I think Death Triangle would be A tier.
If we put together like actual wins and losses and accomplishments, I'm telling you, there's a lot of meh.
Oh, there is a lot of meh. I think the only one that would maybe be up for A tier would be Death Triangle, JAS, and Inner Circle.
The category never should have happened. There's like probably 20 factions. There's a lot of factions.
There was a lot. There has been a lot.
Austin Jones says, what do you think is the best way to enjoy wrestling in the modern era for people who work too late? I often find myself unable to invest in storylines because my work schedule overlaps all of major pro wrestling programming.
Oh, you DVR it, and then you fast forward through the stuff you're not interested in, and just watch the stuff you're interested in.
Yeah, you come home after.
And if you want to keep up, with the stuff you're not interested in, there's a lot of places, a lot of ways you can do that.
You come home
watching Going Good Raw,
11:30 at night. You stop off and get some Jack in the Box, and then you turn on your DVR, And yeah, you eat some fucking curly fries and a couple of monster tacos. That sounds horrible and absolutely unhealthy. Just watch Impact. Do that.
Oh.
Gives you everything you want.
I had a long chicken sandwich from Burger King for the first time in a long time.
How'd you feel afterwards?
Oh, fine. I was actually surprised it wasn't completely doused in mayonnaise because that's how I remember them.
Yeah, that's how I loved them. Oh, they're amazing that way. I'd go in and be like, oh, this is not enough mayonnaise. Like, sir, we put,
Sir, there's half a bottle on here.
There's an entire cup.
The lettuce wasn't shredded as finely as I remember it being either.
Okay.
But that's not a huge deal.
Yeah. Be shocked that you went to a Burger King that was still open because around here they just, I guess the one nearby reopened.
Yeah, reopened, yeah.
Oh, that's the one you went to?
Yeah.
Next to Popeyes?
Yeah, I guess the shocking thing is they got our order right.
Shocking thing that you didn't go to Popeyes instead.
I mean, if it was up to me, I probably would have, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You have to include everybody else. Let's see here. The Spectrum says, with Raw doing a plug for the new Christmas Santa action movie, Violent Night, what would you want to see in a Violent Night no DQ match?
No, you just do the Miracle on 34th Street fight and just redub it Violent Night match is all you got to do.
Yeah, that's good.
But they up the extreme level of it a little bit.
Is there a version of a light tube that's like a Christmas light tube? Like a bunch of colors and stuff?
I mean, you can get there's those LED Christmas lights that look like icicles.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You can use one of those and try to stab someone in the head with it.
There you go. Nate says, are you interested in seeing what Hunter has set for the Rumble and what type of surprise entrance will he do? The Legends or NXT guys? What do you think we're going to see more of in the Rumble next year? NXT or Legends? My guess is
one
NXT.
of those two.
My guess is
I would say
NXT.
NXT. I would say NXT. I don't know if we're going to get a whole lot of Legends.
Yeah.
My hope is that there's just interesting stories that play out during the match, because that's the fun of any sort of battle royal or Rumble, is seeing the various stories collide and callbacks to previous storylines. That's where it's fun.
Yeah. Why Brownie, when both Cody and Randy return, who should be their first feuds? I saw Meltzer in the newsletter said it seems obvious that when Cody comes back, he should feud with Seth. And I'm like, okay, on one hand, I know Seth took him out. On the other hand, they did 3 matches.
Cody won all of them.
And Cody won all of them. Seth should not lose a 4th match to Cody.
No.
So I would not want to see that.
Cody should move on, then you come back around to that down the line.
They're probably going to do by that time. Seth's going to be so over that they're going to do a thing where they have to team up, and Cody's going to have to put his grievance aside. So for Cody, when he comes back,
I mean, if he wins the Rumble, he's going to get right into a feud with Roman then.
Yeah.
If The Rock can't do Mania, but yeah.
If they do Rock at Mania, Cody comes back. Let's say that he doesn't even come back at the Rumble because they don't want to deal with that shit. They do the Rock.
Comes back
Roman
at Mania, maybe.
Yeah. Judgment Day. Finn versus Cody.
What about CM Punk?
That's even better. Yeah, that's even better. What would their grievance be? Cody's like, I left AEW because of you, and Cody and CM Punk's like, why did you?
Cody be like, yeah, exactly. You were what's wrong with AEW. You're why I left. And CM Punk's like, well, I got fired, so we should be friends.
And then they
Cody
team
says,
up instead.
You stomped all over the great work I did there. Punk's
Yeah.
like, no, what? And then they fight, and then Cody wins that too.
Let's see here. F Pop says, oh no, I'm sorry, I already got that one. All right, that's gonna do it for us. That's it. Thanks everybody for the questions. We appreciate it. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Check out this video. I'll talk to you later.
Bye.